Hello, thank you for joining me. I have our cards for today from Whispers of the Ocean deck. It's quite beautiful, a little bit sticky, so I went ahead and let the cards draw beforehand. And so what we have, well, that was interesting. Inner desires. Right here it says, set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So inner desires. The next one is rediscover your zeal. And so this says, pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, and your work or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. So inner desires, rediscover your zeal. And the last one is childlike devotion. It says, you are multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. And so when it comes to inner desires, we all have desires. We all have these longings in life, things that we want to do, places we want to go, relationships we want to have, so on and so forth. But oftentimes, the kind of ins and out of life, the raw reality of things kind of, gets us to a point where we kind of don't believe in that inner desire anymore. We feel like, well, maybe it's just not meant for me, or maybe I just can't do it, and that kind of critic and that inner voice comes in that starts saying that those inner desires are just not for us. And that's a really crappy place to be. It feels awful. Nobody likes it, because we all have these inner desires, we have these passions, we have these things within us because they're meant for us. They really are. And so that is where we need to come back into rediscovering our zeal, looking at our desires and silencing that critic and saying, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you anymore because this is something that's in my heart. It's been here for a while and I'm not going to push it aside anymore, and so sit with it, whether it is journaling or anything, just anything that you can do to really bring up the excitement and the passion for that inner desire again, to look at your desire and be like, oh, this is why I have this in my heart, this is my goal with it, this is how I want, this is how I envision it, whatever that is, and just create that excitement in you, and as you do so, look at, what are the maybe there are a few practical steps you can take. Maybe it's something simple you can start with, but come into that childlike devotion, to look at it with wonder and awe, and to remind yourself that I'm worthy. I can do this. I have it within me. I am a being of love and of power and of all of these things, and I can create my dream. I can bring out this desire because I have all that I need within me to do so. And so allow yourself to come back to that desire, to, really allow it to come back up, allow it to create excitement and passion within you, and sit with it as, as that excited child, that kid that just gets this new toy, is like, oh, I can do anything with it, let that be that energy behind it, and as you do so, and as you build on that, as you grow with that, look at allow yourself really to be open-minded enough to see what practical action you can take, whatever tiny little baby step it may be. It may seem like nothing to you, but every little baby step builds to something. It gets you there. And so look at what that desire is, maybe it's, I want to buy a new car, who knows, saving up that $20 a week or a month or whatever it might be, it eventually grows. It could build into your down payment. It may not happen as soon as you want it to, but when you recognize your desire, when you let that passion and that zeal come forth again, and when you come at it with that childlike devotion of, I'm going to do this, the universe meets you. The universe will meet you more than halfway most of the time. Most of the time, the universe is going to meet you more than halfway, because you are bringing that energy into it. And so instead of saying, this desire of mine, this thing that I've held in my heart for so long just isn't meant for me, reframe it. Look at reframing it. Sit down with it and say, no, this has been here. I want it. This is where I want to go. Create that passion. Look at those steps. Be open-minded, because you are a being with amazing and really magical power. You have that. We all have that. And we just have to recognize it and own it, because the world teaches us to be small. The world teaches us to be small because that allows everyone to be comfortable. But that's not how we're meant to live. We're meant to live big. We're meant to live loud. We're meant to bring out those desires, to live our dreams, and to make it happen. And it is possible for you. It is possible. So bring out that desire, create that zeal and that passion, and have that childlike devotion, because it's for you. Own it. Love it. You are worthy of it. So have fun. Have fun with it. And take those baby steps, because every baby step will eventually get you to that point. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And I wish you a truly beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.